I will be speaking with Professor Anthony Coughlan of Trinity College Dublin, who is one of the Republic of Ireland's leading European experts, who incidentally will be speaking at the Bruges Group International Conference on Saturday the 5th of November. Anthony, some say that the European Union has helped Ireland with the recent bailouts of the Irish banks and the terrible Irish financial situation. What would you say in response to those suggestions?
Well, it's quite wrong to regard Ireland as being hugely saved by the European Union. We're now in effect being run by a troika, as they say, of the European Central Bank, the EU Commission and the IMF, who are supervising this big loan which was pushed on the Irish state last November. Of course, the reason for this loan was that we had a huge property bubble in the early and middle 2000s. And this led one or two of the Irish banks in effect becoming insolvent. There was one in particular, Anglo-Irish Bank, which had borrowed some 30 billion from German and French and other continental banks, largely for on-lending to the Irish property market. And the Irish state guaranteed them and that they'd be paid back. So in effect, Irish taxpayers are paying huge sums of money, have borrowed in effect from the European Union in order to pay back these German, French and other banks. So far from the European taxpayers supporting us, it's Irish taxpayers are paying, have borrowed, or the Irish state has borrowed from the European Union in order to ensure that they have enough money to repay the bad debts of German and French banks.
So the Irish people have no benefit themselves from the bailout?
Helping out saving the banks, and the Irish people and the Irish taxpayers are doing that. At the same time, they have a regime of austerity imposed upon them by the Troika, the EU Commission and the Central Bank and IMF, which has led to 15% unemployment and significant net immigration, vast national debt, credit crunch where it's impossible for ordinary businesses to borrow, but at least on the domestic side, even though Irish manufactured exports are doing quite well. The manufactured export sector of the Republic of Ireland employs very few people. That's our situation.
Do you think that the Irish people are pleased that their government signed up to the euro?
It was a disaster for us ever to join the eurozone, particularly when we do nearly two-thirds of our trade outside. It gave us totally inappropriate interest rates and encouraged this bubble, extraordinary bubble in the property market by excessively low interest rates. And you're lucky in Britain to have kept your own currency, and we wish we had done so, but we're now caught in this hell that we're currently in.